Taking off from the joint statement by the Quad leaders, U.S. President Joe Biden, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison and Prime Minister of Japan Yoshihide Suga. Global Times, the official Chinese mouthpiece, acknowledges that the statement does not mention China, but in the same breath continues to assert that it does contain a number of phrases specifically directed at China.
China has viewed the whole Quad exercise as a U.S. initiative directed against China, as the Quad countries have underscored they would be striving for an Indo-Pacific region, unconstrained by coercion. Excessive heartburn that's making China too uncomfortable gets exposed by the Global Times, lamenting how India has been helped in expanding vaccine production, something already tagged toward China in advance of the meeting. To drive home the point, attention has been brought to media reports that have interpreted vaccine diplomacy to counter China. Then the edit, taking off from an official U.S. pointer at a media briefing that Quad is not a new NATO but is an opportunity for these four democracies to work as a group, says an Asian NATO is beyond U.S. capacity. While pointing out that Quad has been inherited as a Trump legacy, the Chinese mouthpiece says the Biden administration plans to advance the U.S. long-term goal to include more elements in containing China. Brashly countering U.S. on this count, it has been asserted that no country in Asia is willing to compete with China on the strategic front. What is more like an attempt by China to give a backhand smash or have the last word or pay back in the same coin in response to the Quad leaders' assertion that they want the Indo-Pacific free of any coercion, by stating that they, the others in the Quad group, are all tempted or coerced by the U.S., and they are trying to decide on whether the benefits of following the U.S. outweigh disadvantages of damaging their relations with China. Brushing aside the Quad group, it has been pointed out that China is the largest trading partner for Japan, Australia and India, also number one trading partner of most other Asia-Pacific countries. None of them has any real fear of being invaded by China. There is also a bid to give China some psychological advantage, as the edit says China will strengthen normal relations with Japan and India. Strategic confrontation with China is a bad gamble for Japan and India, it's been underscored in a manner as if a big bully is trying to call the shots. Another backhand slap by Global Times is the reference to the fact that Japan and India have historical territorial disputes with China. Then there is also the flexing of muscles when the Global Times says India and Japan know it is better in their national interests to manage such disputes than to fight with China relying on U.S. support.